It's mealtime for Rhoda and her children, but all she can afford is a pot of beans. Now, one of her children is suffering from malnutrition. She says high prices at the market make a balanced diet impossible.
Sometimes we skip meals, and sometimes we only have beans. It has affected my children's health and their development. Kids who have a good diet develop well, but little food has affected my children.
Rhoda and her children are some of the millions of people affected by Sudan's rising inflation, which has hit 33% in the past month. The country relies on imports to supply its markets, and cash supply for that has been low since South Sudan gained independence in 2011, taking the area's oil reserves with it. Government decision to lift fuel subsidies in November and ban imports have also led to a rise in the cost of living. Now, goods that come in are sold at prices many can't afford. Half of the country's population live below the poverty line, and families like Rhoda's aren't the only ones with concern. Traders are having hard times too.
Consumption has decreased. Instead of people taking half a pound, they take a quarter. Where they used to buy a whole carton, they now buy less.
Prices have increased for locally produced goods because of low rains and shortages in hard currency to import goods.
Many say their commodities pass their expiry date without being sold. As inflation continues to push the prices higher, families fear they won't be able to afford even basic goods, and traders worry about the impact of that on their businesses. But the Sudanese government is optimistic. After the partial lifting of the U.S. sanctions, which lasted nearly 20 years, the government is looking for support from foreign parties.
The African Development Bank has been giving us technical support, and they've given us a grant of 40 million to help develop our financial sector. They will also assist in projects that help in development, like capacity building, energy, work opportunities, and improving living standards.
But analysts say the government should look closer to home for a cause of inflation.
What has led to the rise in inflation are the austerity measures on fuel subsidies taken by the government at the end of 2016. This is the main reason for the high inflation. Sudan also has to benefit from the decision of the US to lift the ban and explore investments.
Rhoda works. She sells tea at the market. It never paid much, but at least she could afford to feed her family. Not anymore. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.